My name is Laura Bennett. I am 26 years old. 2 months ago, I moved to Boston to begin a new chapter of my life. I did not know many people in the city, but I had one important goal. I wanted to build a strong career and become independent. After many interviews and stressful days, I finally received good news. A large consulting company offered me a job as an executive assistant. This job was very important for me. I felt proud and excited on my first day. The director of the company was Anthony Clark. He was about 45 years old. Everyone in the office spoke about him with respect. He was confident, intelligent, and very successful. Anthony always dressed perfectly. His suits looked expensive and elegant. People believed he was a strong leader who built the company with his talent and discipline. I knew he was married and had children. Because of that, I believed he was also a responsible family man. My job was to organize Anthony's schedule, answer phone calls, prepare documents, and help manage meetings with clients. I worked carefully and tried to learn everything quickly. I wanted to show everyone that the company made the right decision by hiring me. During the first week, I noticed something unusual. Sometimes Anthony watched me while I worked. When I passed his office, I often felt his eyes on me. When I looked at him, he quickly turned away or pretended to read something on his computer. At first, I ignored it. I told myself that maybe he was just observing my work because I was new. One afternoon, Anthony asked me to bring several contracts into his office. When I entered, he stood up and walked toward me. I handed him the papers, but instead of taking them normally, he gently touched my fingers. The moment felt strange and uncomfortable. My heart began to beat quickly. I did not know how to react. I needed the job badly, so I stayed quiet and pretended nothing happened. After that day, his behavior slowly changed. Anthony often asked me to stay late at work. Sometimes he stood very close to me when we spoke. His voice became softer and more personal. I tried to stay professional, but inside I felt nervous. One evening, almost everyone had already left the office. I was finishing emails when Anthony came to my desk. "Laura," he said calmly, "you work very hard. I admire that." I thanked him politely and started packing my bag. Then he said something unexpected. "Let's have dinner tonight. I know a very good restaurant. We can talk in a relaxed atmosphere." I felt uncomfortable immediately. I tried to refuse. "I'm sorry, Mr. Clark, but I already have plans tonight." He smiled slightly. "Cancel them. This dinner is important." His words sounded like an order. I felt trapped. Finally, I agreed because I was afraid of losing my job. The restaurant was beautiful and quiet. Soft music played in the background. But Anthony did not speak about work at all. Instead, he looked at me carefully. "Laura," he said slowly, "you are a special woman. Smart, beautiful, and very interesting." I did not answer. I felt uneasy. Then he leaned closer and whispered, "I want you to be more than my assistant. We can have a secret relationship. No one will ever know." For a moment, the world felt silent. I could not believe what I heard. I took a deep breath and answered firmly, "No, Mr. Clark, I cannot do that. It is not right." His friendly expression disappeared immediately. His eyes became cold. The rest of the dinner passed in silence. When he drove me home, he did not even say goodbye. The next morning, everything changed. Anthony started giving me double work. He criticized every small mistake. During meetings, he embarrassed me in front of other employees. One day, he said loudly, "Laura, this report is unacceptable. Even beginners can do better." Everyone looked at me. My face turned red with shame. I understood the truth. He was punishing me because I refused him. One night, I stayed late again to finish an important presentation. While organizing papers on his desk, I noticed a photograph. It showed Anthony with his wife and 2 young children. They were smiling happily. Looking at that picture made me feel angry and sad at the same time. I realized I could not stay silent anymore. The next day, there was a large company meeting. All department managers were present. My heart was beating fast, but I stood up. "I need to say something important," I said. Everyone turned to look at me. I explained everything. I told them about the dinner invitation and the offer Anthony made. I also told them how he began treating me badly after I refused. Anthony stood up immediately. "This is a lie," he shouted angrily. But something unexpected happened. A woman from the marketing department slowly raised her hand. Then another employee spoke. Soon, several workers shared their own stories. Some had also felt uncomfortable around Anthony before, but were afraid to speak. The company board began a serious investigation. They checked emails, messages, and internal reports. They interviewed many employees. After several weeks, the final decision was made. Anthony Clark lost his position as director. The company changed its leadership and introduced new rules to protect employees. Life in the office became calmer and more respectful. I continued working and slowly regained my confidence. I never wanted to destroy someone's life. I only wanted fairness and safety. But I learned one important lesson.